Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to do these ombre nails. So you know the ombre trend in mainly hair but also in clothes, as you can see here. It's been massive, especially over this last kind of 2 years, and so I thought I'd incorporate it into the nails. You will need a base coat to protect your nails from the paint and the nastiness, your first ombre colour, your second ombre colour, this one's going to be at the tip of the nail, a shine coat or a top coat, a sponge. It can be any sponge, they're really cheap. This one's just from Boots and I cut it up to size, a Q-tip or a cotton bud to clean up afterwards, and some nail varnish remover also to clean up. And optional is a makeup sponge applicator, because there's 2 ways of doing this. I'm going to show you the easiest way first and then the way with this afterwards. So firstly, apply your base coat. You don't have to, but it's good for your nails and it kind of bars your nails from the badness and the colour of the nail varnish. Then take your colour. So this is going to be like the main colour of your nails. So I put about 2 coats on. I put like way too much nail varnish on at once, but you want to let that dry and then come back for your second coat, because you want a nice even base to work on. Then you want to let that dry for a minute or 2. Then this is optional, you don't have to do this, but I put kind of a second base down of my ombre colour, so I'll just put that there messily on the tip and let that dry. Then take your sponge, and what you're going to do is just paint on the 2 colours that you're using for your ombre nails. So first I put the yellow on and then I put the pink below it. It doesn't really matter what way around you do it, as long as you press it on the right way. Then I just sped this up because it's pretty boring. Once you're done, it should look like this. Try not to put too much product onto it. You don't want it to be too wet. And when I done mine, it was quite wet and I wish I'd done it a little bit drier. So what you do is just basically line up the 2 colours. It's pretty easy and straightforward, and just dab it on, slowly blending the colours together, and they'll just blend kind of on their own. It's really easy this way. And then I just sped it up again because it's just quite tedious to just watch me doing that slowly. So just carry on, carry on. Oh, it will get quite messy as well, but we'll clean that up after. So then it should look like this when you're done. And then let that dry. It might take quite a few minutes to dry, and then use your top coat or shine coat or fast drying coat, whatever coat it is, and also that helps to blend the colours together a little bit too. Now there's 2 ways to do this. I'm going to show you guys the way with a small makeup sponge applicator. You know, they're quite cheap, you get them in eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that. So put down your yellow base colour, then coat the applicator with the ombre tip colour, and then just dab it on, kind of like you did with a big sponge. But with this one, you have to have quite a light hand with it because it can go on a bit heavy, as you can see. But it just takes a little while to blend it out. I do think the big sponge method is a little bit easier, but if you wanted a different way, or you think you might be better at it this way, then I just thought I'd show you another method. This sponge is quite dense, so it does tend to sometimes take away some of the colour as you're dabbing. So I layer it up, so I put a little bit more nail varnish on and then dab it again. And then finish it off again with just a top coat. And then afterwards we're going to clean it up. So take a little bit of nail varnish remover, and I put my cotton bud in there, and then just take off the mess around the edges. If you don't want to use nail varnish remover on your skin, you don't have to. And that's what it should look like afterwards, after you let it dry. This is the thumb that I just worked on, and as you can see kind of small speckles because it was a damper sponge, whereas with a drier sponge on another one of my fingers, it was a lot smoother. But both methods give like a really pretty ombre look. I hope you liked this tutorial, and this is the kind of outcome you will hopefully get. And obviously you can play around with the colours. This is one I done earlier, Blue Peter of me, and I was just playing around and I added some sparkles because I thought it was pretty. And then you can go with like the same colour, going light to dark, which looks really pretty, I thought. This one turned out really messy, but it's just another example. I like these colours together. And then also you could use metallics and like play around with autumn winter colours. So I hope you like this tutorial, and I hope you have a nice day. Let me know if you try it out. Bye guys.